Good evening to you, Harry. How are you?
Evening, neighbor. Evening, neighborites. Caroline, Shafreen, everybody. I'm not too
Hello.
bad in a neighbor.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi. How are you, man? How are you this Sunday?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Um, you were listening to what I was saying there, Harry. Any opening thoughts?
Neighbor, I don't think I can put it any further. More than really doubling down on it, right? In terms of
Yes.
the art of distraction. It's something I would have looked into prior to this issue coming up. And it's one that has been hurting Jamaica, especially of late, right?
Distraction.
The distraction. But there's a thing
Yes.
that is called the art of distraction, media, mind, and power. That's
Yes.
an article that was really put out. I don't remember the name fully. It's one of those kind of funny names. But once I remember, or I can double check for the name of the author, I'll send it to you and the listeners can know. But it's one in which speaks to the issues regarding distraction, neighbor.
Yes.
It doesn't, in a democratic system, it is one that causes an imbalance, which is dangerous to our democracy.
Yes.
Right? And when the public itself is getting the attention that is consumed by spectacle,
Yes. Yes.
consumed in terms of spectacle and low impact news, right? People have less time and energy really and truly to engage in meaningful discussions, especially meaningful political issues that impacts their day-to-day life. Because the truth is, when we look at what the media puts out, and the media is vast, it is really just one that suits them best because it is business over transformation of a country. It is profits over people. It is also one which speaks to the highest bidder that shapes the information that is put out. And that is one of the major things as to why it can be very dangerous. Because the truth, when we look at what the media is putting out, no neighbor, it is not to inform the people. It is not to educate them and give them the facts so that they can shape their own perspective. It is one that is coming with a political bias and agenda. It's coming with rhetorics. It is coming with what journalists thinks and not what they have found in terms of the information. And that in itself is very damning, right? We've seen it's shaping the conversation and moving the needle. It is now what is hype, what is new, what is, quote unquote, sexy to speak about. And it divides the people because that is its intent. Because when you look at something like a story with Mr. Malava, right? Compared to the budget that the Prime Minister has spoken about, which one should take precedence? Because it should be a no-brainer. But at the end of the day, when we look at what the media is pushing and we look at the conversations right across even this medium, when it comes down to social media, it is not the budget. It is not how are we pivoting to move and drive the country forward. It is not what are the plans the government has in place. It is not what are the laws, policies, and decisions that are being made on the behalf of the people. And as such, because they're distracted, they become ignorant, which is a consequence of that, right? And that is how a democracy can hurt itself. People can hurt themselves by not knowing, by not wanting to know, by conforming to the destructive activities that may give you a little dopamine feeling. When at the end of the day, the real issues are still there. The real decisions to be made from a micro level to macro level. And it entails the people being in the know. But the very people who should be in the know are not only being cheated by those who should be giving the information, but also cheating them their very selves by not wanting to find out, right? And being caught in this dopamine feeling.